Hello students, myself Grishma Dalal. Today we are going to discuss the topic of filtration pharmaceutical engineering. Filtration is defined as a process of separation of solid from a fluid by passing the same through porous medium that retains the solid but allows the fluid to pass through. The suspension to be filtered is known as slurry. The porous medium used to retain the solid is known as filter medium. The accumulated solid on the filter are called filter cake, while the clear liquid passing through the filter is known as filtrate. When the solids are present in a very low concentration, that is not exceeding 1.0% weight by volume, the process of it is known as clarification. This whole slide, this whole thing, you can pause the video here and read by yourself, right? Filtration is that type of process. If you are given any mixture, liquid mixture which contains a solid in it, then it is you can separate those solids using filtration technique, right? It contains a porous medium that can retain those solids which are not important, right? So that process is known as filtration. There are different more concepts like slurry, suspension to be filtered, right? The suspension which you are filtering is known as slurry. Porous medium that is used, that medium that retains the solid is known as filter medium. It can be anything, right? In case of a lab, you can use you have already performed using filter paper. The accumulated solid on the filter are called filter cake, while the clear liquid passing through the filter is known as filtrate. When the solid, now you can understand this, that if 1.0% weight by volume solid, it is not more than that, then it is known as clarification. You see this, the upside which you can see, you have to pour the feed from the top, that is known as slurry, right? That will be a filter medium, and at the bottom you will collect filtrate, right, which will be clear, right? Applications. Generally, applications, there are a lot of applications, including the first one, that is production of sterile product. Whenever you have to produce any good type of biological product like vaccines, recombinant technologies, by fermentation, antibiotics you need to produce, you can go through this filtration process. Air is filtered through HEPA filters, that is high efficiency particulate air filter or laminar air bench, right, which maintains good environment prior to during manufacturing of sterile. A solution is passed through a bacteria proof filter in order to obtain sterile solution, particularly when heat sterilization is not suitable. So that way you can produce all the sterile product like antibiotics, any biological vaccines, or any other product. The second one is production of bulk drugs. If you want to produce any big quantity, then you can also go for production of bulk drugs, right? Solids of intermediates and finished product are separated from the reaction mixture by filtration techniques. This way you can remove the impurities. Production of liquid oral formulation. There are a lot of liquid oral formulations that you can produce via filtration, so that you don't get any unnecessary material. Effluent and wastewater treatment. This is the most widely used filtration technique in here, because there is a lot of wastewater from the companies, from the industries, that can be easily treated using filtration, right? The further is mechanism of filtration. There are total 4 mechanisms by which filtration is performed. That is, first is straining, second is impingement, third is entanglement, and fourth is attractive forces. In straining, it is really similar to sieving, just how you sieve, right, from depending on the size of the particle which does not pass on the sieve, right? The same way filter medium acts like a sieve, right? So that is one mechanism. Second is impingement, solids having the momentum move along the path of the streamline flow and strike at the filter medium, thus the solid are retained on the filter medium, right? So here the filter medium will be a little bit of impinged type and the solids will strike on them, and that's why they will remain or get retained, right? Entanglement, and particles become entwined, right, in a mass of fiber. The cloth on which the solids will be retained is made up of generally clothes, and because of that, what will happen, the solids will remain on the top, right? So that is known as entanglement, right? Attractive forces is the another thing. Solids are retained on the filter medium as a result of attractive forces between particles and filter medium. So here the filter medium, right, that will possess some sort of attractive forces, and via that solids can be separated. But these are just the mechanism. There are also type of filtration: surface filtration, which is also known as screen filtration, in which pores or holes of medium prevent the passage. There will be pores or holes that will prevent the solid passage. The mechanism straining and impingement are responsible for surface. They are the example which we saw in the last slide. What that is, they are responsible for surface filtration. For this purpose, plates with holes or woven sieves are used. You can use any type of woven sieves which are woven, which is hand woven, right? You can either produce it artificially, or you can wove the sieves, right, which contains holes. Depth filtration is the second type of filtration in which slurry penetrates to a point where the diameter of the solid particle is greater than that of tortuous void or channel. Depth filtration is aided by the mechanism entanglement, and it is aided, which means it is supported by mechanism of entanglement, which we have seen in the last slide. The solid are retained with a gradient density structure by physical restriction or by adsorption property, right? So this for example, ceramic filters or sintered bed filters are the best example for depth filtration. To understand more, this is the difference between surface and depth filtration. You can pause the video here to understand, right? The size of the surface filtration, the size of the particles retained is slightly higher than the mean pore size of the medium, but in depth filtration the size of particle retained is much smaller than the pores through which fluid passes. So depth and surface have size particle that can be retained difference. Then second difference is mechanical strength of filter medium is less. In surface filtration, mechanical strength of the filter medium is less unless it is made of SS, that is stainless steel. While in depth filtration the mechanical strength is really high, and also it has high capacity rather than surface. In surface, size of particles retained is more predictable, which means that you can predict it, that which type of particles will be retained, while in depth filtration you cannot predict, or it is less predictable. In surface filtration, the equipment is expensive because it should require ancillary equipment such as edge clamps, which should have much finer tolerance. Cheaper because in depth it is very cheaper because ancillary requirement equipment is not required. What do you mean by ancillary? It is extra, right? A surface filtration example is cellulose membrane filter, while in depth filtration examples are ceramic filters and sintered bed filters, right? So that's all. Thank you so much, and stay connected to my next 1.2 filtration lecture. Thank you.